and welcome back to everyone and to another edition of AEW Collision Out of 10. The big show today including Daniel Garcia defending the TNT Championship against Kyle O'Reilly and Lee Moriarty, FTR taking on John Moxley and Wheeler Yuta, and Taya Valkyrie was in one-on-one action against Harley Cameron. But the show started things off with Hook and Samoa Joe taking on Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne of the Patriarchy. In the finish of the match saw Samoa Joe hit Kip Sabian with a Muscle Buster to score the pinfall victory for the team. After the match, Christian attacked Joe and Hook with a metal contract containing laying out both men alongside the Patriarchy. A fine match to kick off the show. Nothing great, but nothing terrible either. It's just kind of there. And I think, good to see Joe get the win. But yeah, there wasn't a huge amount to it. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. The Raid Star Superstar Cope is then backstage. Cope cuts the promo on Mox and challenges him to a match for the world title next month at Revolution, which is going to be great if we get that match. I think hopefully that's what we'll see. But the Beast Mortos then took on Adam Priest. To finish the match, Mortos hit Priest with his destination hold to score the victory. Pretty simple win for Mortos, a squash match. Let's just move on. Roosh then took on Max Caster in an open challenge with Jalistico at Roosh's side. Roosh hit Max Caster with the horns to score the pinfall victory. After the match, Roosh cut a promo on Beast Mortos, reminding them that they are family. I don't typically grade squash matches, but it was enjoyable seeing Max Caster get destroyed by Roosh, which is fair enough. So yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. The Outrunners are backstage with Lexi now. They do cut a promo on a Learning Tree, hyping their tag match coming up, which is what we saw next. The Outrunners versus Learning Tree. The finish of the match saw Brian Keith catch Turbophobe with a small package to secure the pinfall victory for his team. After the match, the Learning Tree continued to attack the Outrunners until Bandido made his return and eventually evening odds from Magnum Floyd. Bandido took out the Learning Tree by himself and pressed Keith through a table. And yeah, it's good to see Bandido's second return went much better than the last one. The return at Final Battle resulting in a concussion was very disappointing, and hopefully this time he gets his time to shine and should challenge Jericho next up for the ROH title. So yeah, I'll give it 5 out of 10. It's good to see him return, but at the same time I'm just still not massively interested in the Learning Tree stuff. So yeah, Okada is then backstage and once again confronted by Buddy Matthews. Matthew asks for a shot at the Continental title and Okada says he doesn't deserve it. Matthew says that means Okada's still a bitch, and Okada is he's no bitch. Who's biggest bitch? Who knows? Taya Valkyrie then took on Harley Cameron. The finish of the match saw Harley catch Taya with a surprise roll to score the pinfall victory. And backstage, Gianna Ferrazzo has a fit and throws a chair. But I think good rub for Harley and could potentially lead to a title shot down the line. Who knows? But yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Just feels like it wasn't given enough time. Maybe could have been better if given more time. So yeah, 5 out of 10 from me. We got Rene Paquette having a sit down with Ricochet. Ricochet says that people for years that he belonged here and he agreed with them, but now it's time for people people who've turned him, and he says his actions against Swerve Strickland were not just for him but everyone who turned him. Strickland came in and took Paquette's seat and said he wants to talk so much, so let's talk. Swerve says Ricochet pretending to be a superhero is why people turned him and said he's going to fight him next week. Ricochet says he's not good at acting or cutting a promo and doesn't care what fans think of him and never will. Ricochet claims Strickland has been the same since his rivalry with Hangman, and Swerve put the scissors on Ricochet's throat before backing down and telling him they'll see him in Atlanta next week. A great little promo. I'm definitely hyped up that match, which I'm very much looking forward to. Before Timeless Tony came out on the stage to explain how she rebatted herself and got back to Mariah, Storm calls her a bitch and says May's time's over. We then got a video package showcasing Christopher Daniels' career before Harley Cameron's backstage with Mercedes Moné. Cameron introduces Mercedes Puppet, who says that she wants to give her a match at Grand Slam. The real Mercedes shows up and tells her she's still a loser and doesn't get to ride the Moné train. Mercedes tells her to get away from her locker room, but I think there's definitely going to be a match coming up at some point, and one that I'd look forward to. Definitely, I think Harley Cameron's been built enough up to it and definitely deserves the opportunity. Before we got Daniel Garcia versus Kyle O'Reilly versus Lee Moriarty for the TNT title. The finish saw Daniel Garcia coach Moriarty with a jackknife to score the win. After the match, Garcia and O'Reilly have a face-off and ended up being surrounded by Shane Taylor Promotions. Daddy Magic, Cool Hand Ange, Adam Cole and Roderick Strong hit the ring to even the odds and chase off STB. A great three-way match. I've got to admit, I'm really tired of watching Garcia winning all of his title defenses with a jackknife pin, and hopefully he gets some definitive wins. Winning that way over and over again makes it feel like a fluke, which yeah, he doesn't deserve, but I thought except for that it was a really decent match. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. A video package then played for Hologram, who'll be returning to AEW soon, thank God. And then we got Megan Bain taking on Heian O'Hara. And yeah, the finish of the match saw Megan Bain hit O'Hara with an F5 to score the pinfall victory. Another squash, so not much really to it, but it makes sense. Chris Statlander and Renee Nightingale backstage with Lexi Air. Statlander admits the two have had their share of good times and bad and attempts to apologise to Willow. Willow says she needs to focus on her right now. Statlander receives a freight ship bracelet from Willow and gave her in the past and said there was nothing broken before walking away. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they they do get back together and where that goes. But yeah, an intriguing story there. Before we got the Mid-South Street fight, FTR versus Moxley and Yuta. The finish of the match saw White and Cope got involved. FTR hit the spike pile drive on Yuta through the commentator's table, scored the pinfall victory at ringside. After the match, Mox earns a shatter machine and a spear from rated FTR. Jay White tries to set him up for the concerto, but Casanoli pulls Mox out. The Death Riders carry Mox out of the arena as Collision goes off the air. A really good end to the show. Made FTR look really good while the Death Riders suffer a loss, which makes sense. And FTR, rated FTR with Edge as well in there. Building up that match. I can't wait for that when we get that. Obviously, it's not my popular storyline, but I think the match that we're really building up to will be really great. So yeah, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Overall, AEW Collision gets a 6 out of 10 for me this week. I thought, it was a pretty decent show. And Jet gets a 6 out of 10 for me. I thought the two main event matches at the end were really good. Before that, some bits in storyline sense I'm not massively into, which kind of brought the grade down. But on the whole, I thought it was a pretty decent show. 6 out of 10. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.